All right, man, here we go. All right, listen to me. We put ourselves in this position because of the men in this room. We're going to take what we want because of the men in this room. And like we talked about on Wednesday, man, all right? We talked about it on Wednesday. We're coming out of this tunnel, and we're going to take respect back, all right? We got our pride back. Now let's go get our respect back and get that hat back in our trophy case. You guys with me?
Yeah. Touchdown! The Wildcats win!
Northwestern needs a touchdown slant. They've got it! They've got it!
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Pat Fitzgerald Show. I'm Dave Ennett. We're coming to you this week from historic Soldier Field in Chicago, where the Wildcats met up with their in-state rivals, the Fighting Illini, in the annual battle for the Land of Lincoln Trophy. Let's get right to our highlights, our Grossinger Auto Group first half highlights. The Northwestern Wildcats are on the air today from Soldier Field in Chicago. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Fighting Illini of Illinois. And they will give it to Ferguson, tries the middle, and he's stacked up at the one. Eckerd, the fullback, now they will scramble out of the eye, and sneaking for it is Lunt for the touchdown. Wes Lunt, a 1-yard touchdown run. Second down and 5 for the Wildcats, who trail 7-0. Play fake by Thorson. Now he heaves it deep downfield. Got a man open. Carr. The 40, 35, 30. Brought down inside the 25 of Illinois by Taylor Barton. Third down and 6 for the Wildcats, and Thorson back to throw. Winds up throwing right. Pass caught. Vitale to the 5 of the end zone. Touchdown! A juggling catch by the senior, Dan Vitale. Thorson got it there, a 19-yard touchdown pass. Clayton's 7th touchdown pass of the year, 11th career touchdown for the senior Dan Vitale. With Bentley in single safety for the Illini at the 10, rushes on, he gets away a high end-over-end kick. Fair catch signaled and made at the 13-yard line, so we have a penalty marker down.
Personal foul. Defense, number 7, leaping over the punch shield. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Second and goal at the 3. It'll be Warren Long again. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Wildcats take the lead with 1:21 to go in the first. A 3-yard touchdown run for Warren Long. And the Cats are in front 13-7. Making the give is Thorson. Thorson with time down the middle. Caught at the 45. That's Miles Schuler still on his feet to the 40, 35, 30. And packed out of bounds by Angelo Bentley at the 25-yard line of Illinois. The senior wide receiver, Miles Schuler. Snap to Thorson. Gives to Jackson. Jackson bursts through to the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. Justin Jackson, who sticks the landing in the end zone. And the Wildcats lead it 20-7. Out of the hold of the punter Frayne. Here's the snap. It's a bit high, the placement. The kick is well short and wide right. And the Illini come up empty with 5:56 to go here in the first half of play. Here's the snap to Lunt. Lunt under pressure. He's hit and sacked by Afani Odenigbo on the final play of the first half. And we're joined now by the head coach of the 10-2 Northwestern Wildcats. Got a nice ring to it.
It's got a great ring to it, Dave.
Pat Fitzgerald. Okay, so at halftime, you've got the lead, 21-7. You had trailed early, 3 unanswered touchdowns. But I know when you were walking off the field, you said, I want to see what kind of offense we want to be.
We just, sputtered, and I'm not trying to disrespect Illinois. We just couldn't get out of our own way, and we had opportunities with the ball around midfield. Not to get touchdowns and sustained drives was disappointing, but we liked some of the things we had. We just weren't finishing some blocks and finishing some throws and catches.
On that first touchdown drive, the pass to Austin Carr. It just seems like whenever he's caught a ball this year, it's been for a big play.
He sure has. He's been terrific, and what a great story. Former walk-on, just a terrific young man. He just is unflappable. He really plays his tail off, and very thankful for him.
You had two seniors make big catches for you also. Dan Vitale on the touchdown, and Miles Schuler has set up that touchdown.
Absolutely, and you just feel so happy for the seniors. Their last time to play a Big Ten game, and here in historic Soldier Field. I mean, what an unbelievable opportunity.
All right, so what are you looking for from them in the second half?
Well, I was pretty demonstrative at halftime. Did not like the way we finished on both sides of the ball. I wanted to see us come out and respond, and defensively we were able to do that, and offensively, unfortunately, for most of the second half, the Illini played really well.
All right, we're going to come back. We'll take a look at our Discover Card second half highlights, the Wildcats and Illinois here at Soldier Field, coming up on the Pat Fitzgerald Show.
Game is tied at 67. Cats will hold for the final shot, try to win it. We're down to 9, down to 8. Depps with 7, with 6, with 5. Depps stops, puts up a jumper. Good! That's the ball game. The Wildcats win. The Wildcats win. An unbelievable game.
Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. Northwestern led Illinois 21-7 at halftime on Saturday. Let's get right back to the action with our Discover Card highlights.
Both teams are back on the field, getting set for the second half here at Soldier Field. 4th and 11 here. There's the shotgun snap to Lunt. Lunt now rolling to the right. Now he lets it fly, and it's broken up. Broken up around the 20, intended for Turner, and broken up again by Godwin Iwobuke. Drops into the backfield, snap to Thorson. Thorson looking, floats it down the right flat, and it's intercepted back the other way for Illinois. Down the far side of the 25-20, on his feet to the 15 to the 10. And a touchdown Illinois, Mason Monheim with a pick 6 for Illinois. And the give will be to Jackson through the left side. Look out. 45-50. He's to the 45, far side, the 40, and shoved out of bounds in Illinois territory. On 3rd and long. It's long to the 30-25. Stutter step down to the 20. Still motoring all the way down to the 16-yard line. An 18-yard pickup. Down to the hold of Christian Salem. Here's the snap. Here is the kick. End over end to the uprights. It is good. Jack Mitchell picks it through, and the Wildcats finally get back on the board. Snap to Lunt, rushes on. Lunt looking to the left side, intercepted by the Wildcats, and down is Matthew Harris at the 20-yard line. There's the snap, the placement, kicked by Zaleski on the way to the uprights, and no good. No good. He missed it wide right, and Illinois comes up empty. Back to throw is Lunt here. Dumps it short, middle, caught by Ferguson. Tries to spin out of a tackle, can't do it. That's going to be the final play of the game. And the Northwestern Wildcats have picked up win number 10, and they reclaim the Land of Lincoln trophy.
Final numbers from the Wildcats' 24-14 win. The Cats amassed 350 yards of total offense, including 204 on the ground. Individually, Justin Jackson ran a career-high 37 times. He gained 172 yards. He scored a touchdown. Warren Long, 5 carries, 25 yards, and a score. Clayton Thorson, 12 of 25 passing for 146 yards and a touchdown. Time now to go inside the locker room after the game. This is your Northwestern Medicine Inside Look.
Now we put ourselves in position by doing this. 1-0 10 times. And now as we walk out of here, we got an opportunity for all of our seniors to walk out of the locker room somewhere as a senior class, unmatched in our program's history. 1-0 one more time puts us in a spot that our program has never been. And that's not only a legacy, that's a statement about where we are as a program. Okay? It'll be the first group to win 2 bowl games. It'll be the first group to win 11 games. And we've marched now through this schedule. That's all I'm going to say.
It's awesome. These seniors have been, the lifeblood of our team the whole year. Starting with Dan and Deontay and all those guys and Christian. They've really brought our team to where it is today, and I think you saw that, Aaron.
It says a lot about the guys, and the maturity and leadership that group had. We've been through it all. We've been through great seasons. We've been through, 2 not so good seasons. So we've really been through it all, and I think the leadership and the qualities that we developed over the last couple of years here really came to the forefront, and we were able to do something incredible this season.
It feels great, but just to get the 10 wins for these seniors is much more important, and to have an opportunity to go down as one of the best teams in Northwestern history and win 11 games is much more important.
So the Wildcats end up winning it 24-14. Afterwards, you guys locked arms, walked across the field to reclaim the Land O'Lincoln Trophy. That had to be a great moment.
Yeah, it was. It was something we talked about earlier in the week. Just wanted to show the unity that we have, as much that our guys have been through the last few years, and have one of our seniors, Deontay Gibson, get the hat first. It's a hard-fought battle. We knew it was going to be. The Illini's backs are against the wall, and we made it pretty hard on ourselves there in the second half, turning the ball over a couple times, one for a touchdown, but our defense sure rose to the occasion.
Well, your defense has done that all year. We saw some great individual performances at times in this game. How about one series where Anthony Walker, on a 3-and-out for Illinois, makes a tackle for loss, and then a sack to force a punt?
Huge, and I can say it now. He was not 100% this week, and we really limited him during practice. It sure didn't look that way, though, the way that he played. And we got a couple guys a little bruised, but I think we'll have everybody back for postseason play, and we need a little bit of a rest now. It's been a heck of a gauntlet for the guys, and Anthony's just another one of those guys with an all-Big Ten type season.
You lost Nick Van Hoos in the second half of the game. Matthew Harris, though, comes up with another interception. It's been kind of the calling card for your defense.
It sure has, and tough for me to see the exact play. It was on the far sideline, but I saw Matty get his hands on it, and he's a special player, and he's just had a great year.
You have a situation, and we've seen this time and again. I go back to the end of the Penn State game, where it's 3rd and 1, and your defense makes a stop. And here, it's a 3rd and within reason for them. They end up on a 4th and short, trying a field goal. Once again, your defense essentially made a stop.
Huge, yeah. Down in the scoring zone, and needed to get the stop. And then, they go for it on 4th down, if that's the series you're talking about, and they jump off sides. Great poise. And to see the way that our guys responded all day on defense today is encouraging, but we've got to take care of the ball better offensively, to really have, 2 fumbles and then an interception that was returned for a touchdown. We can't have that.
All right, it's a victory. We'll talk a little more about what lies ahead, but up next, we'll visit with Wildcats senior superback Dan Vitale. That's next on the Pat Fitzgerald Show. Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. I'm Dave Ennett, pleased to be joined by the senior co-captain of the Wildcats out of Wheaton Warrenville South High School, superback number 40, Dan Vitale, getting ready for his second bowl appearance now that the regular season has wrapped up. And Dan, let me ask you first of all, as you look back, can you believe that things are wrapping up for you here?
It's crazy. It's been an unbelievable senior season. Wouldn't want to go out any other way than have one more game with all the guys that I've been playing with the last couple of years. It's pretty exciting.
Let's go back a little bit to your freshman year and an opportunity to play in a bowl game. And you guys, as a senior class, are part of the group that won a bowl game here. What's your legacy, the senior group?
It was been nice, being able to be one of those guys who was there during that Gator Bowl season, and it didn't really make sense to me how important that was, not only to our team but to the whole university as a whole. Having a bowl or winless bowl season, for a couple of years, and then we had 2 down years as well. The years passed, and it's been incredible coming back and being able to have a successful season and get one more game, like I said, with the guys that I'm in the locker room with every single day. So it's pretty cool to go out that kind of way.
Really fulfilling to be able to do that after
a couple of years where you didn't go to a bowl, and yet at the same time you had some big wins here. So it's not like you guys weren't winning, you just didn't win at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's been incredible to kind of see, you know, the transformation of the team over the last couple of years now, and the maturity of our team really come to the forefront here this year and spread throughout the team. And you know, a lot of the success we saw this year was just from, you know, setting a common goal and just striving to reach it every single week and having that will to win. So it was a lot of fun.
I don't want to just look back with you, Dan, but is there one moment that kind of stands out for you as you look back over your playing career here at Northwestern? Was there one play or one moment that you'll look back on with a special fondness?
Yeah, you know, I think that Gator Bowl win was pretty special. You know, like I said, I didn't understand it at first when it first happened, but you know, being able to experience something like that and then see how hard it is, you know, to make a bowl game consistently every single year. You know, I would say that was probably one of the highlights of my entire career here, which was pretty awesome.
You probably just assumed you were going to make a bowl game and win a bowl game every year.
Yeah, exactly. And it gave me a newfound appreciation for how tough, you know, college football really is. And you know, especially in the Big Ten, you know, it's not easy, and you know, you can't downplay that. So I definitely have a newfound appreciation for that, having gone through it for a couple of years now.
You're a local guy, had the opportunity to play in your hometown. You also had the rare opportunity to play very briefly, unfortunately, with your brother. What was that like for you?
You know, it was incredible. That's something I'll remember forever, and you know, he will as well, even though, you know, it wasn't as long as we had hoped. You know, when I'm 43, he's 40, and we're sitting down with our kids, you know, someday we can tell them, you know, how cool it was that we got the opportunity to play college football here at Northwestern University together. And, you know, that's something I'll remember forever, and I'm sure he will as well.
And he'll carry on the name here at Northwestern. As you look towards the bowl game, having been through this, what do you tell the younger guys on this team in terms of how you prepare, how you go about getting ready for a bowl?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely a different experience. You know, practices are a lot of fun though. You know, it's for the most part you've had a semi-successful season at least, and you know, when you get to go play in a bowl game, it's just something pretty cool. Everyone's happy, everyone's excited. You know, you got recruits coming in and out, checking out practices, so it's a fun time. But you know, at the end of the day, when you get into game week, it's just another game that you're trying to win. So you know, it's cool being able to, you know, play those different conferences as well and see different styles of football. So you know, looking forward to it.
Will you have time to sit around and watch some other games?
Absolutely. You know, that's pretty much all you do that entire time is play football and watch football. So it'll be exciting.
All right. Well, Dan, congratulations on a great career. It's been a privilege watching you play.
Thank you very much.
And good luck in the bowl.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
That's
Appreciate
Wildcats superback Dan Vitale. Back with more on the Pat Fitzgerald Show in a moment.
47-yard field goal attempt. Every Wildcat player standing, every fan standing for the win. The snap, the placement, kick by Wazalewski all the way, and overhead kick is up and good! The field goal is good, and the Wildcats come right back in absolutely unbelievable fashion.
Especially on third down. Opponents is 31% of the time converted. Thorson throws, single coverage by Talley with the catch, dive, touchdown! My goodness, what a play by the senior superback for a 19-yard score.
It was a super play. He caught the ball on the rebound. That's why he's the superback. Really well thrown, good play off the deflection. This guy is such a valuable player for Northwestern.
Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show, joined again by Coach Fitz. As we look ahead a little bit now, as we stand here, we don't know who your opponent's going to be or when or where you're going to be playing, but just knowing that you're going to be playing and that you're going to be playing somewhere warm and very possibly on New Year's Day.
Yeah, and against an outstanding opponent. So we're going to enjoy this one, especially here on Thanksgiving week. Just so thankful for our seniors, their parents, their families. You know, to lead us to 10 regular season wins. You know, we've only been there once. I think that's when I had a big old neck roll on. So, you know, we've got an opportunity to leave an unbelievable legacy as a senior class, as, you know, quite frankly, the best team to ever play at Northwestern. And then with an opportunity to have their second postseason victory, what an amazing legacy it will be for them. And we need a little bit of time to rest up. We'll get going next weekend with the young guys and developmental squad practices, but hit the road recruiting right away on Monday, and then we'll find out here in a couple of weeks on who our challenge is going to be.
This is not a new situation for you, Pat. You're an experienced hand. You're an old hand now at bowl games, 5 in a row prior to the 2013 season. But as you went along, you changed, tweaked different things. What have you kind of looked at and thought about as you go into this bowl season?
Well, we're going to stick to really the plan that we've had all year, where we've tried to maximize rest. And I put together the plan a couple of weeks ago, without knowing who we're going to play. So kind of the back end of our prep in Evanston is to be determined. But we're going to really get after it hard on the weekends with our young guys, take advantage of the bowl season that way, and then basically have a game week here in Chicago. And then couple that with a bowl experience. So the Blackhawks are gracious enough to host us. The Bulls are gracious enough to host us. We're going to go to Second City. We're going to go bowling as a team, and then we're going to go and help those that are a little bit less fortunate, and feed some of the folks that could use our help here in the holiday season. So it's kind of cool being a Wildcat. You get a chance to not only go down to a bowl site and have a bowl week, but also have a bowl week here in Chicago. Still don't understand why we don't have a bowl game here if they're going to have one in New York.
I don't at the moment.
I don't mind it, Hey, yeah. But seriously though, it was incredible for our guys today to be in historic Soldier Field. Unbelievable, and just thankful to Tim Lefevre and everybody here. It was a great experience.
All right, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the 10 wins, and looking for one.
Thanks
more
for the great
still
calls, buddy.
You bet, you bet. And that's going to do it for another season, or this edition of the Pat Fitzgerald Show. A reminder, deposits for season tickets for 2016 Northwestern football are now being accepted. Call 888-GO-PURPLE or log on to nusports.com. Now for Coach Fitz, I'm Dave Ennett. We'll see you back here again. Have a happy holiday season, and as always,
happy holidays and go Cats.